Aggie post game.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? You know it's a big game. I'll take that much. I'm in Dallas. Jeez. Yeah. And they don't come to football. You go on that San Diego State cover, and it was all. They only give you the one fridge weather. Yeah, right.
Thank you so much. Wait, how? What? Hey, bye.
We have another round. Yeah, no, that's actually about the same. So I gotta stay. But you'll be there for there.
Tim Derrier.
No questions?
Really poor start on our part. I thought we were not aggressive at all, and kind of standing around waiting to see what would happen a little bit, it felt like to me, and they were tremendous to start the game. They got off to a great start and executed, knocked down everything they looked at, and we dug ourselves a hole that you're not going to dig out of very often. But we had some good stretches, both ends, got back to 4, and where it was anybody's game, and then we have a stretch where we go 8 or 9 possessions and don't come up with anything. So, but the start was not competitive, not good. Like I said, it felt like we were kind of waiting around to see how good they were.
Well, what kind of juice did you get out of your bench tonight? I mean, those guys performed really well.
I'll tell you what, in the first half, Taylor and Isby saved our bacon. Our starters had nothing going, no rhythm, no flow, foul trouble, everything you can think of. And Quinn and D'Angelo stepped up, and they were tremendous in the first half. They gave us a fighting chance to even be competitive in the second half.
Talk about Kobe's performance. I mean, this is 2 games in a row where he just hasn't looked like Kobe.
Yeah, awful. I thought he was awful in every area, mentally, physically, on the defensive end, on the offensive end, worried about things he shouldn't be worried about the officials, worried about this, worried about that. Just really an awful performance. And, in a game like this, our team, we can't have an awful performance from him. We have to have him play a lot better than that, obviously.
Did this feel like every game, Coach, or did it feel different because it's in-state?
No, this had a different feel. This is I think this is a great event, and it's obviously a great venue, and I hope we can keep this going. But I was a little disappointed in the crowd to start the game. Think that this is like I said, a really good basketball event for fans in this state, and special game, and we didn't start the way we needed to start.
What about the zone defense do you think was working for you guys in that second half?
We were scrambling. We were working. Guys were connected. Guys were playing together, really communicating. We had a lot of possessions out there where we had guys changing sides of the floor and just really working together defensively really well. And we're getting some stops and doing a good job on the offensive end. And then, like I said, we ran dry there for a while and cost us.
Talk about D'Angelo. I mean, he is starting to play well on both ends of the court. Getting some rebounds.
I thought he was his most aggressive that he's been all year on the glass. And, he's a guy that rebounded the ball in junior college. He's a guy we need to rebound the ball on both ends of the floor. And, right now he just plays off of his offense too much. If things are going well for him offensively, then, it tends to carry over into all the other parts of his game. But likewise, when he's not doing well offensively, he lets all the other parts of his game suffer. So we just got to get past that.
We saw you shook hands with David Collette after the game. Did you say anything before or after the game?
No.
Second half, you guys had a couple of times where the lead was 6 to 7 points. I remember what specific possession you guys got a couple offensive rebounds, a couple really good looks at the 3, and none of them were able to convert. How hard is it to kind of get over the hump when you've already expended so much energy to get back to that?
Yeah, I thought maybe those were key possessions in the whole game because we did battle and come up with some key offensive rebounds. we work all the time on being smart when you get an offensive rebound. If you're not at the glass, let's kick it for 3, get an extra possession. I thought we did that and, had the looks and just missed them. And, if we can make those, the momentum's really turned. I mean, it turned on them, and they had to call a couple timeouts, and, the feel of the game was totally different. We knock one of those threes down, then, maybe we can get over the hump. But probably the key possessions of the game.
Is this the type of game that may change the rotations or starting lineup in the future?
Yeah, something we got to look at. Yeah, I think there's a couple of things we need to do, and obviously got to watch the film. One bad game that happens to everybody, and one bad half happens to everybody. But we've got to be better offensively than we've been. I mean, you don't get to 70 points in today's college basketball. It's really hard to win.
What's the plan? I guess when you're down, you waited 15 seconds, a couple possessions to foul. Was that something planned? Is it something that the guys?
Yeah, we look, and we still had 3 or 4 possessions left at that time. We're down 6 or 7. They're such a good free throw shooting team that you're really conceding defeat if you start fouling. It may look like you're not trying to win by not fouling, but you look at their roster, and they are a tremendous free throw shooting team. So you just start fouling, and you're basically giving the game away. Where if we could get a couple stops right there and get a couple quick threes, now things may tighten up a little bit. But a guy like Parker Van Dyke came in and really played well for him. He picked up the slack for Beeler, for Tillman. I thought he was a key to their performance tonight.
What's your impression just of the Beehive Classic? Obviously, this is an inaugural game, and kind of what this means for the state.
Yeah, like I said before, I love the event. I think it's tremendous. There's some other states that do it, and I think it's great. I mean, if you're a college basketball fan in this state, what else could you ask for that come to a great arena and watch a couple of great games? So hope we can keep it going.
Are there any plans to play Utah in the future, though?
You'll have to ask them. We have our hand is out, extended, and we'd love to do a home and home, and we've kept the series going with Weber and with BYU, and that ball's in their court.
Merrill also seemed kind of skittish tonight, a little bit hesitant in some areas. Was there something off about him tonight in your eyes?
Yeah, Sam just doesn't look like he has any bounce to me. I mean, he just looks like he is a dead man walking, really. I mean, he is. We've played 11 games, and 8 of them have been in a 22-day span, something like that. I'm just going off the top of my head, but we're pretty worn out, and he looks really worn out. So we've got to rest him up this week and come back recharged.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
And my phone won't pause, so there may be a little lag time here, like there was in the beginning. I'm not sure why the pause button's not working on my recorder, but that's the way it goes, I suppose.
So, first off, is it in fact your birthday today?
Yes, it is my birthday.
Okay. Thoughts on the game?
I think it came out a little flat. I mean, you never want to start a game. I mean, what was it, like 2 to 17 or 19? It's really hard to play from behind, but everyone kind of stuck in there. We made it a game. We got it to a winnable situation. We just had, I think, some possessions late in the second half once we got up kind of into a game, and then they capitalized on the other end, and we didn't. I think proud of our guys for fighting. I mean, it would have been really easy to come out and be down almost 20 and kind of give up, but kept fighting, kept trying, and that's what we're going to do all season.
What opened up for you in that first half? Were they just sinking off of you?
Yeah, I think they were kind of keying in on Sam and Kobe on their drive and trying to take away their games, and they were able to kick. And able to kind of get open.
You talked about the last game about shooting more threes. Would you look at the shoot more threes?
I mean, I just kind of try to do what the game tells me. I don't try to force anything, and I just kind of fell into more threes this game, and I was thankfully able to knock a couple down.
Did you realize what kind of a half you were having, how many points you had?
Not really. I mean, I was just kind of playing. I didn't really realize that. I knew after kind of the third three that I hit, and then you start feeling that kind of, this could be one of those types of games. But I mean, I just tried to keep doing what my team needs me to do.
Did they do anything too different in the second half to kind of guard you a little different? Or?
No, I think they weren't gonna sag off as much. They were kind of, instead of kind of taking away the next pass, they were gonna try to run at me. But that's what you do when someone's hit 3 threes or 4 threes already. But I think we played well the second half, defensively and offensively, except for about a couple minutes late there.
You're basically hitting everything in the first half. You're a little bit kind of shocked that closer beater at the end didn't go in.
It felt good. I mean, I just try to give it a chance. I did. Just gotta put a little bit more on it next time.
When you got back to within 4, did you feel like you really had a shot?
Yeah, definitely. You could feel that Utah knew that also. They knew we were bearing down on them, and they knew it was a game. I mean, it kind of came out probably like, we're going to win this easy, but we showed them kind of, no, that's not who we are. We're more that team in the second half, the team that can play in those games, not the team right at the very beginning of the game.
Obviously, you guys aren't going to have a ton of games where Kobe only gets 0 points and really isn't Kobe. How much of a strange level is it for the team when you do kind of come into those games?
I mean, it is different, but everyone on this team can step up and score. I mean, I feel like we're pretty deep, and if someone's kind of having an off game, that there's going to be someone there to pick us up or pick him up. I mean, we try Kobe. Everyone has those types of games. I mean, the next game, I know he's going to come out and be right back to his old self.
What do you feel about playing in this arena and this environment?
It's a fun place to play. I mean, we played last year against BYU here, this year, and now hopefully next year at the next Beehive Classic we can finally get a win in this arena.
How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Glenn.
All right.
D-Lo. Who are we getting?
See if he's still around.